Hello, today I would like to present you this Polish all-day police food ration. It is equivalent of a military MRE, but that model is designed and handled to police officers who are doing duties in field. So for example, if you've got police officers that go into different cities because there is some sort of big event and you cannot provide them with food, then this is what they've got. Or if you are doing all day field training and, for example, like search and rescue operations. You know from my picture that recently I was trying in field the Peli remote area lighting system after swapping out battery to lithium iron phosphate. And also we were training with the RAID M100 chemical agent detector. And I just decided to save it for video, and we are going to slowly take a look what we've got inside, and we are also going to compare it to military rations, because the company that is manufacturing them, the Arpol, is also making ration for firefighters, for police, for military, and also for different agency. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to compare what we've got. Since it was handled like a week ago, we've got a good expiration date and it is critically important for our taste test. It is good for 30 May 2024, so we've got over a year. And let's take a look what we've got. Our ration is divided into 3 meals. We've got our breakfast, dinner and supper. Plus we've got a lot of different smaller accessories. Let's start with our breakfast. First we've got the canned meat, which is equivalent of American Spam. It is like a grinded meat inside of can. Very tasty. Then we've got a special hard biscuits. As the name implies, it is a very hard biscuit. Definitely do not try to bite it. Just crack it, put into your mouth, wait couple moments as it take the water, and then you can eat it. Then we've got our pumpernickel bread. This is going to be a black bread that you can find on the healthy part of your store. We've got the instant coffee. We've got a fruit and cereal bar, absolutely beautiful. And we've got a fruit jam. As you can see here, we've got the sizing. Then we've got our dinner. We've got the beef goulash in Hungarian sauce. That sounds absolutely tasty. We've got a crisp bread. This is also something that you can find on your regular shop in the healthy food department. We've got instant tea. We've got another healthy bar. We've got a flameless heater and the water pouch. That water pouch is quite interesting because you do not usually get it in your military rations because it is just an additional weight. And what is also interesting, looks like our dinner and supper is going to be hot and only breakfast is going to be cold. We swiftly go into our supper. I hope the pasta is going to be not hard. Then we've got a pumpernickel bread again, exactly like on breakfast. We've got a honey, we've got the instant tea, and our flameless heater with a water pouch. Then we've got our accessories. We are going to get 2 coffee candies. We are going to get chewing gum, 3 pieces, salt, pepper, and toilet paper. Absolutely beautiful. And here is the website. I believe you can purchase a civilian one because they are also doing for hiking. So absolutely beautiful packaging, feel like military rations. This is a good kind of green and we are going to be opening it and we are going to be taking a look what we've got inside. So let's take a look. Let's take a look what we've got. I'm not going to be throwing that out yet because we need to make a decision how to arrange everything. I divided everything into our 3 meals, so this is exactly how you should eat that. This is our breakfast, and as you can see, it is quite small. Then we've got our dinner that is a little bit bigger, and it's going to be hot because of the flameless heater with the water pouch. As you can see, it presents like that. And here is on that tray that looks like this, very nicely protected. And we've got our crisp bread. And then our supper, it's looking absolutely beautiful. Just take a look at that pasta. I would just throw it into microwave and eat it right now. But let's try to be civilized and go as we should. As you can see, we changed a little bit scenery and we are going to take care of our breakfast. I grab a plate, I've got a knife and fork, but those elements are included, but I don't want to create waste, so I'm going to keep that for some real field use. First, we are going to start from our coffee. Here I've got a hot water, and this is how it looks like. It is made out of metal, so it's not going to take any moisture inside. And we are going to see how our beautiful coffee presents. And yeah, let me taste it. Yes, tastes like a good coffee, like a real coffee that was just dehydrated. Just take a look at that color. Yeah, it presents really nice. Let's take a look. I would add a little bit sugar, but it's okay. Let it rest. Looks like with our jam we've got a small accident and I can see that it's being pierced, but I'm going to eat it anyway. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to get sick because there is a lot of sugar and it should be safe to eat. Here we've got our meat in can. Just take a look how beautiful it is. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks nice. We do not need any tools. We just open it like that. And yeah, that presents really nicely. When I smell it, I see that animal eating grass, very nice, healthy animal, and now it's on our plate. Here is our bread, dark and I hope healthy. Here are our hard biscuits and our fruit bar. This is how it presents. Let's open it. Let's take a look. It presents like this. So it's like dehydrated, crushed fruits. Absolutely beautiful. That's going to be tasty. And let's take a look at the bread. I have feeling that it's not enough for my taste. I would like to have more. This is how it presents. It tastes really nice. Let's add a little bit meat. Just take a look how beautiful it presents. It is extremely good. That was a nice animal. Very good animal. I love animals. I just realized that I'm idiot because we've got 2 slices of bread and I was eating it like that. So yes, there is enough bread for that can. Let's take a look at this. This is our hard biscuit and I will show you why it's being called like that. It is really hard, so you crack it with your hand, you put it into your mouth, you wait until it gets a little bit mushy and then where it's good to go. And we are going to try our jam. It looks real. And we also got that bar. Just take a look at this. Oh my goodness, that's going to be crazy. That's too good to be true. If we would be in field, we've got a wet wipes over here, but I would like to save them for my field trip. You can put them in your pocket and they are really useful, so I don't want to use it and discard if I could use the running water. I just finished my coffee and that was extremely tasty breakfast. That was absolutely beautiful. We are going to see ourselves again at dinner time. We are going to take care of our dinner. We've got our hot meal in form of goulash, as you can see. And we are going to be using that flameless heater. So let's take a look. This is our water pouch. And as you can see, it contains a 0.1% bleach. So this is definitely not something that you can drink. But it is absolutely beautiful because we've got exactly the amount that is needed. In normal case of operation, you've got that fill line. And sometimes you add too much, sometimes you add too low. And you've got a bad result. But here we should get absolutely perfect. Let's quickly browse through the user manual. And it should be pretty straightforward. This is a quite nice piece. We should be able to close our meal. First we are going to open that end. This is our pouch. Let's take out the actual meal from the cardboard. Very nice, just take a look. This is a decent. And the heater got exactly the same size. I think I will go with touching it that side because it's thinner. But most likely it does not make any difference. So let's take a look. Let's make sure it's like that. Looks good to me. Now we are going to add our water pouch. So we are going to nicely tear it apart. And we're just going to pour it in. We are going to close it like this and secure it. And they say that we should shake it. And it's warming up. As you can see, that's a hot That's very aggressive, more than I would expect. Let's grab a temp meter. Let's try to touch it. Yeah, it is pretty aggressive. Oh yeah. That's aggressive. This is aggressive. You know what? I would like to just take a look at the all steam that is going. This is much more heat than on the US military meal ready to eat. Would like to stuff there my probe. It is so hot. It is too hot to stuff my probe there. So we are hovering around 90 Celsius degree. In meantime, we are going to take care of our tea. And here is the bag. We are going to nicely open it. And add it like that. We are going to stir. Very nicely dissolve, and let's try it out. It tastes very chemical and, to be honest, unpleasant. It just feels chemical, not like something true. Coffee was much better. And as you can see, we've got a very hot heater. You've got trouble touching it. We have to wait that 13-15 minutes. I wait over 12 minutes, and as you can see, the temp is slowly going down. If I do a touch test, the top layer is extremely hot, so I'm 100% sure that it's going to be ready for it. I deeply believe it can be eaten cold. It is just to make it nicer, so let me remove our probe. And we are going to say thank you, because that was a nice piece. And let's try to take out our food ration. It is still very hot, so absolutely no problem counting on that in winter. Just take a look. I stick our probe inside, and as you can see, it is still very hot even after 13-14 minutes. So this is absolutely great tool. And let's try to open our meal. I just add that paper because I don't want to create mess. And looks like we've got a lot of sauce. And let's take a look. Let's see what we've got. Just take a look how nicely it's presented. I can see some animal. We can see the paprika. Yeah, that looks absolutely beautiful. Let's check if the... Yeah, that's a nice meat. Let's see if it's not hard to bite. It's extremely soft, very good. Just how you would like. But it's not like on the American MRE. This feels like a real meat, and that's because it is. It is not grinded. It is just a real piece of animal. And in normal mode of operation, we should be using our crisp bread. And if that's not enough for you, then you can stuff it like this and eat with that. So let's try it. And it's tasty, so I will take care of it and I'm going to eat it. But maybe without that bread. I finished that meal and it was absolutely beautiful. It was extremely nice. Then we've got our dessert. I didn't touch the crisp bread. That would be too much for my taste. So this is the leftover. Here we've got something sweet to treat ourselves, and it looks very similar to the first one, but that one is packaged in that foil, and it looks like it's not that dry. I can see a liquid inside, that's why it's got a different package, so it might be quite interesting. Very nice opening. It reminded me opening of medical instruments that were autoclave, very similar package. If you've got like a surgical instruments. And let's try to bite it. Much better. It is like soft and wet. Very good. This is much better than the first one. The first one was kind of hard. It was absolutely beautiful. Let's flush it down. We are done. It was extremely tasty. We've got pepper and salt, but I didn't add it. I wanted to taste the dish as is, and it was absolutely beautiful. No need to make it better. And we of course got our wet wipes, but since I'm at home I will clean myself, and that go for our field trips. We are see ourselves on supper. Welcome you into part number 3 that is being called supper, and I was waiting for that really long because that meal looks absolutely delicious. And just take a look, we've got our pasta on separated tray, but take a look, we are going to get the chicken in paprika tomato sauce with pasta. We've got the pumpernickel bread, here it is. We've got a honey, here it is, instant tea, our food, and the heater. So we are going to prepare our meal, and let's take a look what's going to happen. I found the flameless heater from a regular Polish MRE, and this is how they present. And I've got feeling the one that we've got here on the police one, it's bigger and it's hotter. As you can see, it is a little bit bigger. Here you can see the extra space, and it's being done from a different material. That one is very soft, that one is quite hard, so I'm not sure. Maybe they've got exactly the same amount of active ingredient, but I've got feeling that that one just feels better. This is just my feeling. Or maybe that was because of the bleach. Maybe this is the reason why that one is being much more aggressive than the old one that I already know. Let's prepare our heater. Go like this. We are going to insert our tray. Absolutely beautiful, just take a look. That pasta, because it's separated, I expect it's not going to end up being mushy, which is quite unpleasant. We don't want to have it hard, but at the same time, we don't want to have it like extremely mushy, like a shroom. Okay, does it look fine? I believe yes. We are going to close it like this and secure by that tape. Let me find our tape. And this time we are going to prepare our probe. We are going to get the measurement. We are going to see what's going to happen. We are ready to start our fun, and let's go. It's much more aggressive. This is aggressive. The whole water is already soaked in. And let's take a look. Let's take a look what's going on. I believe we can rotate it, so the weight is going to be pushing on that. Yeah, I've got feeling that this is a good idea. The temp is rising. I'm wondering if that's explosive gas, like a hydrogen or something. And we've got over 90 Celsius degree. And our fun started. In meantime, let's prepare our tea, because this is what we've got. We've got our beautiful tea. We go like this. We put it in. And we need a spoon. We've got spoon, we nicely let's take a look. How does it taste? It looks nice. Very chemical taste. Absolutely don't like it. That is going to be our dessert, so let's set it aside and we are just going to wait until it warms up. 10 to 13 minutes. I deeply believe our meal is done and we are going to try to eat it. Let's take a look. Is it hot? Yes, it is, and you can see how it bulged. The pack is still really hot, but I feel it is more than enough for us to consume it. That pry tab is extremely hard, but we manage it. This is a really good seal. That looks so good. That looks so good. Let's try it out. first itself alone. It is pretty decent. Not like fresh, but very good. Let's see. Oh, we've got some meat. That looks very good. It was extremely good idea to separate them, because on a lot of military meals they are combined and they are extremely like falling apart. Just take a look. How does it present? Does it look tasty? Yeah, this is one big piece of meat that was eating grass. Very nice animal. I love it. Let's try it out. Very tasty, do not require any salt and pepper. On its own, it's really good. Let's try out that meat. Meat is very good. Extremely tasty. This is a good meat. Absolutely beautiful. That was a really good one. Now let's eat our dessert. We've got our beautiful honey and the pumpernickel bread. And from recent time we are remembering we've got actually 2 slices. Previously I ate 2 at once. That was funny. Let's take a look. Oh, honey looks absolutely beautiful. This is a real deal. Just take a look how nicely they go. We can create a sandwich with that. I don't want to create mess on my desk, but we can join them together. And you tell me, how does it present? Does it look good? Because it tastes good. Absolutely beautiful. Just take a look at that. This is a good. Let's try to wash it down. And I'm full. That was absolutely beautiful. So that was my test of all-day police food ration. It was extremely tasty, extremely good, and I'm full. Each meal made me totally full and extremely happy. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you find that interesting. See you next time and bye bye.